one final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go. It's week 14. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
First play is to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Playing in your own building, a little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
Another try following the sack. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's Willis. Gets this one to Harris. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Short side option here. He's running left. And they had that one contained right at the line. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Running behind center with Harris. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing is Willis. That one going to go against the D. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Willis now. Taken in by Harris. And this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 19. This throw is caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Harris. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Harris can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They'll run with Harris. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Packers take a 6-0 lead. Close play here, so the officials want to take a second look at it. For the offense, you got to love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Packers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. That one right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Hand off to the back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Takes the handoff, now Love.
The pass. An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down.
Set up. Hurt. Hurt. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Love now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield. No return on that punt. And the Packers have a short field in front of them as they take over.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 give to Harris. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And they get this down to the 28. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ready to go with the second quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone. A give left side. Here's Harris. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers pull that in front further, 13-zip. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers double their lead to 14. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Zaven Collins in on the tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Check go.
From the pistol, here's Love. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to the well again. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 27. Completed to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Check,
the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And he is into the end zone. Frontalis, touchdown! The Cowboys make it a one-score game in the first half. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Running back sent in motion left. Here's 2nd and 7. Finds a seam down the middle. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Willis looking to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
That's to the sideline, and it's a catch by Watson. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Motioning Watson left. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players.
Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants.
Call it 1 yard there. Tough sledding the last couple of runs. It's 4th and 2.
Let's go.
Willis to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. It's a Green Bay touchdown. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers double their lead to 14. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Fielded at the 7. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go, Reed, go. Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70 range. 70 range. Cup 19. Cup 19. Check go.
Love out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
That's caught for the 1st. And he goes out a little short of the 40. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's go now. Trap 60. Trap 60. 18. Pioneer. 79 Broncos.
They motion a receiver left.
Hut, hut.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Dragon 60.
Love to throw again. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Love from the gun. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Love. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll get him back to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Here's Willis to the air. Fits it through the middle. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
To throw, here's Willis. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go.
Willis. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that will not be enough for a first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Fielded just shy of the end zone. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Take go.
Love. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Oh, what a stiff arm. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
18, let's go.
Man in motion here. Here's 2nd and 5. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Hey, smash Bronco. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Love on 3rd and short. It's taken in by Lamb. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
70 range, 70 range. Hut, hut.
Throwing it again here. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Go, check. Let's go now.
Another try following the sack. Throw left side, complete. And he gets this forward to the 19. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Cup 19. Go street.
They kick the running back in motion.
Go.
Throwing his love on 3rd. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The rookie from Ohio State takes it away. And the Packers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Going to Harris to start the half. We'll have him gain about a handful there. It was Oso Digizua in on the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively. But listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They send the tight end in motion. Throw on 3rd down. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down.
Go. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Lion. Dragon 60. Check go.
Love now to throw. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Fires right away, but incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Hey, check that. Street. Mustang 19. Ready.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Let's go.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
That one's cut along the left sideline. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
In the middle holds, they don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Willis. The throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Running left is Harris. And he's in for the touchdown. The Packers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. That one right down the middle. And the Packers double their lead to 14.
Cowboys 17.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Love. Searching for some. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, Well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Come 19, come 19.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Here's a loft deep down the middle. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. There it is, touchdown Dallas! The Cowboys now within 1 score in the 4th. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. A lot hinging on this onside effort now. They need to get it back, score, and kick the point after to tie this up. Oh, and this will be a turnover. It's recovered by the kicking team. Still more than a field goal game. They were going to get to this point sometime, and they decide now's the moment and deliver with the onside kick.
The hard part's over, right? That's what the numbers tell you. They're getting an onside kick a whole lot tougher than going down and scoring a touchdown. Still, they got to execute, stay calm, and work their way down the field.
And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Love from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. This play heads out of bounds. Marker down, though, Brock. Could be some free yards here. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty.
On the jump. Stephanie. 18, Pioneer.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Space on the right. He's got room. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
79 Bronco. Lion. Go.
Love back to it after the pick. And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes. And it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. Shot.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Check smash.
Third and long for him here. Headed out right. On the move, looking deep down the middle. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys now within one score in the fourth. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
A lot hinging on this onside effort now. They need to get it back, score, and kick the point after to tie this up. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. Well, the good news is, still a decent bit of time left. Maybe a little quick on the draw to dial up that onside kick.
Yeah, you know what happens, Kate, in these moments, right? We've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
And you see my brain just going to overdrive, trying to peel back the layers as to why you would make that decision. And ultimately, I think it's because you don't trust your defense against this offense. That's a big risk to take. And now, unfortunately, you've set this offense up for success.
To throw, here's Willis. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Let's go now.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Packers. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here. Here's Willis. Throw left side to Watson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
He's back to throw. He's on the move. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. A handoff for Harris, running right. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Packers leading by 7. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal. Sending a receiver left. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers double their lead to 14.
Cowboys 31.
Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's out a little short of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Check, Bobcat, check. Go, Reed, go. 19 tight, 19 tight. And up.
Love looking to pass. Escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Come on, set, Mustang 19. Go.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
No gain on the play.
70
It's
Lions,
3rd
18
and 10.
Rattler, 18 Rattler. Street, hook.
Throwing now. He's got a man left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running behind center with Harris. Look at that work, churning those legs, driving across the 15. Takes it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers have likely locked up the win right there. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21.
Cowboys 31.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Returning it from the 4. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Let's go. Reed, flying. Check, go.
Love now to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Packers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. They're set up at the 35 now.
Hey, smash front row. Here we go, set. Ready.
They go with Harris on the run. And this is down across the 30 before it's stopped. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
This is Harris on 2nd down. Cuts it to the right sideline. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And this streak will live to see another week as they take down yet another opponent over Brock. What has been an incredible stretch of games for them. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Dallas.